Movie mogul Harvey Weinstein was interviewed by police last week after a woman named Ambra Battilana accused him of groping her breasts and putting his hand up her skirt during a meeting. Well, it's undoubtedly not a coincidence that the New York Post then went after the Italian model with the story Secret Life of Harvey's Shy Accuser, the paper saying that Battilana accepted Weinstein's tickets to attend his new Broadway show and that she once filed a sexual assault suit against a 70-year-old, quote, sugar daddy. Her camp striking back in the rival Daily News, a source close to her saying she's not afraid of Harvey. Joining us now from New York is Amy Holmes, who anchors the Hot List at The Blaze. And Amy, a big spread in that day's New York Post. I'll just hold it up here. Lots more pictures. Did the New York Post, in your view, trash this Italian model on Harvey Weinstein's behalf?
I think there's no doubt that the New York Post has been running with the story of attacking the accuser. Oh, and by the way, also exploiting those photos of her for their own gain. I mean, you see that photo on the cover of the New York Post, and it seems to be saying, look at this lying hussy. No, really, look at her. You can't take your eyes off of her. I'm sure that it sold many, many copies for the New York Post.
Well, why would the Post want to side with a movie titan, a guy who has a really big name in the business, against who has just been, questioned by the police, and, he's presumed innocent, of course, but questioned by the police and accused of alleged harassment?
I mean, I think your question answers itself. Why would they want to side with a movie titan, someone who is enormously successful and powerful in the business, and I'm sure provides a lot of ink for that newspaper when it comes to the entertainment industry? And this is a 22-year-old formerly nobody. Now she's apparently very well known and has had those photos splashed across all of these newspapers. I think the New York Post has a long-standing relationship with lots of people in the entertainment industry, and why you don't read more about the bad behavior in Hollywood is because of that.
So you're suggesting that, if you're somebody like Weinstein, you've got connections, you can produce movie stars for profiles, and that news organization might not want to disturb that arrangement.
I'm suggesting that, and I'm suggesting that the New York Post is not the only newspaper that has that type of arrangement with lots of Hollywood moguls. Sure. There is, the word powerful has a meaning. It means having power, and people like Harvey Weinstein have a lot of it. But I would point out that the Daily News, in contrast, well, they did use the picture, and I think are just as guilty of exploiting, using that photo. Their reporting has had a lot more to do with the actual police case and going step by step procedurally. I mean, this woman did go to the police immediately. Apparently, there was a phone call that was set up by police where they were listening in, and the New York Daily News that's the angle that they've been taking, while the New York Post has been taking the far more personal angle.
Well, for non-New Yorkers, the two papers often take different sides on these kinds of stories. And this Daily News cover, quoting a source close to Ambra Battilana and saying, I'm not afraid of Harvey Weinstein and so forth. So, but are the points in the packaging aside and the pictures that are designed to sell copies aside, are the points in the original New York Post story fair game? The fact that she is said to have accepted the complimentary tickets to the Broadway show, and also that she had this past sexual harassment suit, are those things that we should know about this very important matter?
Well, I think once these accusations do get out into the public square, into the media, yes, both sides, if it's well sourced, if it's true, they get to make their case. This is obviously being tried in the court of public opinion. We'll see if it ever actually gets to an actual court. But these are really serious accusations against someone, and we don't know if they're even true. So it seems to me that, of course, it's fair for the other team to, come out guns blazing.
Right, and these are serious accusations, and I have to commend you on your restraint and not going for any of the obvious puns that we could do in talking about this kind of story.
But I will point out that this segment has also been using those photos. I'm sure the viewers have enjoyed them.
Only with intermittently and with some restraint. Amy Holmes, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.